Hello everyone, Epic Sonar Man here. Just yesterday, we got 3 leaks from Virlance in his Discord, and we also got 1 leak a couple days ago, but didn't make a video about it to wait for more leaks, and here they are. But not just that, because besides the 4 leaks we got for episode 109 part 2, Mr. Virlance did a little Q&A in his server yesterday, and answered about 30 questions, but I just gathered the most important ones. So for now we got 22 questions answered. So this video will be juicy, so stay until the end to not miss any important information. So before we start this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and join my Discord server in the description to help support the community. And also besides all I just mentioned, we also got an official release date for part 2, as it got delayed. But before we get into the leaks and the questions, have been talking to Virlance about release date. And basically, as we know, he made a community post before 109 part 1 release, about releases dates, which part 2 and full episode had a release date, but not confirmed, and according to that announcement, part 2 was supposed to be out around tomorrow or Saturday. But Virlance told me that it would have been unlikely making that happen, as he worked for 10 models in 5 days, which is pretty insane. Then he told me it might be out by the start of this week. But then he yesterday made the announcement with the official release date, which we will get to that in a second. He basically thought making release dates too early for each upload wasn't the best idea. Well, maybe we would have gotten it the date he told us in the first place. But since he was working with a lot of models for part 2, then it got delayed. I am curious what we will see in part 2. Bro's cooking so many characters. Anyways, let's get to the leaks. First, let's start with the leak Virlance sent to me a couple days ago. This image is dark and you cannot see much, but if you actually brighten it up, we can see it's someone's chest. We see this agent has a core, a bow tie, and I think I see microphones a little bit in the back. And by this guy being orange, we can say it's a new microphone. Probably new, because I don't remember seeing any other microphones with a core, besides the new microphone woman. And also one of the leaks I'll show later, it also has some orange in it, so we might be getting some microphone lore. Maybe some microphones returning to their Titan, if they are still alive, or maybe flashbacks. Not sure, but let's get into the leaks from yesterday. In this image we can see the engineer cameraman in latest episode that almost got caught. We can see him like if he is controlled by the plagues. I guess bro got caught after all. Rest in pieces little bro. The next leak is a pretty weird one. We can see something purple in a dark background, and first thing it came into my head was Cinema Titan's core. Kinda looks like a core, but not a Titan core. It's not either the Tri-Titan crystal, but I'm guessing it has to do with Virlance's group. Maybe we are getting a small scene of them at the end of the episode, but besides that, not sure what this leak is about. Last leak is also not much understanding either. We can see one again, someone with color orange, probably another microphone, or the same as previous leak. I think he is grabbing something on his back. Not sure what's this leak, but that's what I see. Unless I am blind and you guys know what this leak means. But for also, Virlance also made an announcement while sharing these leaks. So let's read the announcement. Time for a quick little update. Animation is well on its way for part 2, but was delayed a little bit because I was busy with some characters' designs. I have made not 3, not 5, not 8, but 10 new character designs, which took a lot of days out of my calendar, most of which will be present in 109 part 2. Excited to show you y'all what I cooked up. As always, thanks to all of you for your support and patience. And yes, he told me in on his server that the episode is aiming to release between this Friday to weekend. He is currently trying to release each 2 weeks, so full episode probably won't take long to also release. But anyways, let's start with the questions. Let's start with some normal questions first. First question says, what if your favorite character in Boom series? And he says Titan TV man. If you'd watch old interviews with him, you'd know. But next question similar to this. Who's your favorite Skibidi toilet creator? Which he says Boom. Of course, he is the creator of the whole Skibidi fandom. So GG's. Next question. Will we see Athena, aka Tri-Soldier Woman, in action soon? Which he says yes. We'd know this after the season 25 secret scenes, and also one of the leaks having purple. Makes me think we will see them in action in the next episode too. Next question. Did the plague lore change for him to be a god, or he's still not one? Also, will we see his normal mutant designing from the previous episode? And Virlance says, he's no god. Nothing has changed with his lore. Which Virlance have said before, this blood is no good. He is someone important, but not as a god. And also people haven't noticed, but we have already seen the original plague toilet body, which was at the end of the episode. Yes, that's him for the ones confused. Also, someone asked about the release date for part 2, and he said hopefully this week, which he later told me it might release between Friday and weekend, so we eating well this weekend. Anyways, next question. This one is special because it was asked by me. Is Computer Woman getting upgrades soon? And responded with the Computer Woman smiling sticker, so I think that's a yes, considering we are seeing Computer Bay soon. I got some cool ideas for Computer Woman upgrades. New cinematic outfit, more weapons and abilities, making her bigger, thicker. I think we got out of content, so let's forget this happened and continue with the questions. Was Titan Computer Man like how we know, or the version we know is upgraded for an unseen 1.0? And he says, you can see his earliest stage in episode 99, which I think different is not much. Next question goes after this one. What was character you had most struggle making? Which he says Toilet Emperor. He also says, also one of the characters that'll show up in 109 part 2. So basically part 2 we will see new people showing up. I am excited for that. Next question. Who's the most easiest character you got to make? And Virlance says, Try Titan 1.0 was pretty easy. Which I guess it's true. Original Try Titan didn't had much as now. Next question is after this one. How long part 2 will be? And Virlance says, a relative short episode. So this means it will be shorter than part 1. Next question. Was Toilet Emperor stronger in the past like Malware? And he says much stronger. We kinda see in episode 107 scenes about the toilet's first arrival at Earth. And we kinda see Malware look stronger than when we first saw them. Which Virlance explains Tri-Titan arrives there and they both suffer injuries. So they were stronger before. Interesting. Next question. How far in the series have you thought? Virlance says entire series is planned and written. He already has all prepared. Next question. Will the Necromancer's amalgamation also receive new upgrades? And if not, have seen everything it can do? And the response we got was, you could say that, and you'll get your answer very soon. So for the ones who don't know what's the Necromancer's amalgamation, if I am not mistaken it's his abomination mech we saw in episode 100 part 2. And I have a theory, if he says pretty soon, maybe after Alliance capture play, Necromancer will try to get him back before he says anything. But next question, what episode are we going to upgrade Malware? And Virlance says, what if he's already upgraded? This means he is ready to get out and fight. But of course they are waiting to finish with Toilet Emperor. Of course his upgrades are probably harder than Malware's upgrades. Next question from me again. When will we see Plunger Cameraman and Plunger TV Man duo? And I get an eyes reaction. I have been waiting quietly for this scene, so we better get it soon. Next question. Who is your favorite character to design? Virlance says, I really like how Battle Armor Sonar Titan turned out. But I'm also excited to create the Cinema Titan Battle Armor. Unless I already started. The new Toilet Emperor model will also blow your minds. That's definitely one of my favorites. So we see that Virlance is not just upgrading his characters, but also changing models. That's some awesome upgrades. Also I agree, Sonar looks badass. I also asked this question because I was curious, but was expecting this answer. Why does the Alchemist Plague and Microphone Woman look similar? And he said it's probably coincidence. I guess he used same models for both, or just similar aspects as Assassin. This question I asked confirms one of my theories. I asked why Virlance is the small brother, but Toilet Emperor is that big, because when it was revealed that both were brothers. I made a video, and one of my theories was that Toilet Emperor might be the same as Virlance, but orange and in a mech, because it just didn't made sense how bro was that big and his bro was small and, well, I guess Virlance confirmed my theory with his answer. Also one upcoming question confirms a theory. Was Camera Woman injured or killed? Are there plans for her to come back? Which Virlance says, she is dead. If she's ever coming back, she won't be on the Alliance side anymore. Which not long ago I said the undeads could revive her to use it as to convince Plunger to do bad stuff like giving them the key or whatever. I guess something like that can happen. 3 more questions left. Is there any other family members a part of Virlance and Toilet Emperor? And he says, maybe, but they wouldn't be in our solar system. What can this mean? Not sure what can it exactly mean. But maybe there will be other family members outside Earth, like the Tri-Titan and the other Triadians, one being the father and mother, or I don't know. This next question is about Void Storm, so I added it in here too. How much of Void Storm have you written? Virlance says majority of it, after months and months of work. So W for him, we getting it soon, but sadly that means Skibidi Wars is ending soon. I tried to ask Virlance one time how many episodes are left, because at this point I'm just curious, but he doesn't want to share it yet, so I guess we wait. And the final question is by me once again. I asked if there are any particular Titan that's stronger than all rest. He says of the Alliance, and I said yes. He says there is one that is overall strongest, but it would all really depend on matchup. Sonar Titan has drastically more raw strength than Titan Speaker Man, for example, but Titan Speaker Man would be able to outspeed and dodge every attack from Sonar Titan, most likely beating him in a 1 versus 1. So it's a tricky question to answer. I agree with him, but we saw in previous episodes when Sonar was infected. He no diff Titan Speaker Man, speed or no, in my opinion he would win the 1 versus 1. But like he said, it all depends on matchup, so all Titans have their own thing. One is best at something, so probably would be hard choosing a specific one that can beat all, obviously not including the Tri-Titan as he is no longer in our side, and we are talking about the Alliance Titans. But anyways, that was all the questions I got. There were more questions answered like I said previously, but I just added the important ones. Others are not that interesting, but I added most of them, so we're good. Anyways, that is all for today. If we get something else before the episode comes out, I'll let you guys know in a community post and in my Discord server, or if I have time I'll make a video. But as for now, that's all for today. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Mark it in your calendars. Episode 109 Part 2 is possibly releasing this from this Friday to weekend, so make sure to do that. And make sure to subscribe. Epic Sonar Man out.